Well, it's been a long time. I feel like I start every single video nowadays saying that. But we're back on the main channel. Welcoming everybody back to the Max O'Brien YouTube channel. If you've never seen me before, I was going to say what you're doing with your life, but I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. Because I haven't been here for ages. Again, I keep doing this. I sort of keep falling out of love with content, but then I get drawn right back into it again, so I'm a bit one of them. I'm undecided. As of right now, I am in content mode. I want to keep producing content. That is where I'm at this current stage. I want to keep grinding videos and producing for you lot 4 or 5 times a week. I don't know whether I'm going to keep up with that, but that is my aim. I want to try and get as much content out as humanly possible. I want to burn myself out. And we're starting today with my beloved Manchester United. And I feel like a lot of people on this channel obviously probably know I support United. You can just scroll down on my page and see I've done a lot of Man United videos in the past. But there's this sort of perception that I just keep leaving when United lose games and then come back when we're winning. I mean, you're probably not wrong. It's always much better when you're winning, obviously. But we're back with a bang. We're back with a vengeance because today we are back with a tier list. I know you absolutely adore them. You love them. And I've got to make use of this podcast studio. Obviously, I do film podcasts every week, so I have been producing content, but just not on this channel. That changes today and here on forever. Today, we're going to be ranking every single Manchester United player's season so far. We are 9 games in to the Premier League season. We can obviously take cups into account, but I'd rather not, because that would probably put everyone from up here down here. If you don't know what I'm referring to, we've played 1 cup game this season and we lost to League 2 Grimsby. Yes, the less said the better. So I'm going to get comfy here because I've got my big screen here with the tier list on it, and we're going to run through the available slots, the available tiers that these players could fall into. We're upping the levels on this channel because I've got someone to help me with this today. I don't need to drag anyone into their positions, their preferred positions. I've got someone to do it for me. I know, I'm bougie like that. Let's run through the tiers today. Starting off at the top, there can only be 1 player in this tier. It is player of the season. So this is only 1 player who I think has been Manchester United's best player so far this season. Moving on down, we've then got crucial. This is obviously a crucial player, a crucial part of Ruben Amorim's side, someone who should be in the starting 11 most weeks and is obviously crucial to how we play football. Then we've got fighting for the 11, again players who are sort of in and out of the team and trying to push their way and break into that starting 11. Then we've got squad player, a player I think can obviously get minutes off the bench here and there and help and serve as sort of a backup to sort of the starting player in the team. And then you don't want to really be here. Maybe you do, because it could be a young player. A young player could fall into here. We've got sell/loan. Let's start with the goalkeepers, starting off with, well, I don't know if he is a goalkeeper. Altay Bayındır. We don't know if he is a goalkeeper because we have suffered for so long with this man in goal alongside Onana, who's obviously not at the club anymore. He, for me, isn't a goalkeeper. And that is a running joke over on the podcast channel that I make every week. He's not a goalkeeper. I don't know what he is, but he's not a goalkeeper. One of the easiest ones in this video, I'm going to say Sell. I mean, obviously he's not playing at the minute. He's not our starting goalkeeper anymore, thank God. But if we were to get an unlucky injury to our new starting goalkeeper, which we'll come on to in a minute, he's next in line, and I can't be having that. I can't be having him, the next one in line, to be the goalkeeper if we have an unlucky injury or an unlucky suspension. That can't happen. So I think reinvest in a different backup goalkeeper and move on from Bayındır because, like I said, he's not a goalkeeper. Tom Heaton is going to go into squad player, I think. Yeah, that's what he is, and he's a third choice goalkeeper. I think he is better than... I'd actually have him as our backup goalkeeper at this minute in time, but he is a squad player. He's going to be in and around the club. I think his contract expires at the end of the year. I just keep giving him more contracts. I'd keep him around the club. It's always good to have someone, an experienced head like that, who's obviously came through the Man United ranks as well. Now, this man's changed my life. This man's changed a lot of Manchester United fans' lives. Senit Lamans. Get him in crucial. He is crucial to how we play. He's crucial for us at the minute. I've never in my life stood up and started clapping when a goalkeeper has caught a ball from a cross or from a corner. Genuinely, the other week, I think it was his debut against Sunderland, I just stood up and gave him a round of applause. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. For 3 years we've suffered now with Onana and obviously Bayındır in goal. It's so good. I can't tell you how good it is to have a goalkeeper and a safe pair of hands in between the sticks. Now again, it's only 3 games in, but since he's played, we haven't lost. 3 games, 3 wins in the league. And it's not just about that. It's not just about his obviously goalkeeping ability, which by the way, he is phenomenal. I think he is a very, very good young goalkeeper. But I genuinely think he's boosting the defence's confidence as well. He's giving so much more confidence to that defence. They trust him. You can tell the defenders in front of him trust who they've got behind him in goal. If only we played him a little bit earlier, because we did have him quite early on in the season. We didn't use him, did we? I think we stuck with Bayinde for the first 2 games, especially the derby. He should have been thrown in for the derby. I don't care if that was going to be his first game. I would have thrown him straight in there. Again, it's hindsight. It's all right saying that now, but yeah, what a player. What a goalkeeper. He's definitely crucial for Manchester United, especially this season. Let's see what he can do for the rest of it. We have only played 3 games. I do know, I am aware of that, but I think a lot of United fans are going to agree with me there. Next up, we've got Mazraoui. Now, I think for me at the minute, again, what a player. I think Mazraoui's just class. I think he is. He's that sort of class player, and he's ace. I like to call him ace. That's the word I describe Mazraoui with. He's very versatile. He can play. It's sort of, Mazraoui's hard because, again, he's played at centre-back because he's in the back 3. He's played at right wing-back, but I think his best position is just a flat right-back in a back 4. But again, because we don't play that, we never really get to see him there. He's sort of drifting in between 2 positions at the minute. He's struggled with injuries so far this season, but I think he will kick on, and I think he is fighting for the 11. I think when he's fully fit, he's fighting for the 11 alongside maybe Dalot. God, we'll get onto him in a minute. What I will say is when he's fully fit, I think he is probably fighting for the 11, isn't he? He's not like a nailed-on head in the team, but I think he is fighting for a starting 11 spot. It's always tough for him because I don't think he's amazing at right wing back, and I don't think he's amazing at centre back. Again, like I said, I think right back suits him down to a T. He's better than what we've got though. He's better than what we are currently playing in some of our wing back slots over the last few weeks. So I think when he's fully fit, I would be playing Mazraoui because I do think he is class. I think he's very, very good. Just want to quickly interrupt the video to talk about the best football shirt website out there, Best ZV. Now, you know me, I have used their website for so long, and there's a reason for that. It's because of how cheap they are and how good the quality is on them. For example, we've got 2 shirts today courtesy of Best ZV. They've sent me out to review them to show you guys what you're missing out on. We start with this PSG shirt. It's their 3rd kit this season. It's sort of got that old school Nike template. It's red, it's different for PSG, and I really, really, really like it. I didn't get anyone on the back, but again, you can do that over on the website. They've got all them customization options, and we're throwing it back to the early 2010s with this Real Madrid long sleeve shirt. It's long sleeve season, isn't it? We're in October now. We're pushing on towards the winter months, and you want to get your long sleeve shirts in, and this Real Madrid shirt, I'd go for it personally. I'd go and get it yourself. So you can get those 2 shirts or any others over on their website. The link will be down below. Maybe you want to get some shirts for someone else, maybe for a Christmas present this year. Go and check them out. The delivery time is usually around 10 days. Again, I'd go and get them as quick as possible and make sure you've got them in time for Christmas. A big shout out to you, Best ZV. Back to the video. Now, for me, this might come across as harsh, but Diogo Dalot, wow. For me, I'd put him in sell. And that's going to come across as harsh because I like him. I like how passionate he is about the club. And again, he is only still 25, 26 years of age. We've had him for quite a long time now. I think since 2018, he's been around the club. Obviously, a few loan spells here and there. And he's had good seasons at United. He has. There's been times where he's been our best player. And I think that was 2 years ago, 23, 24, Ten Hag's last full season. He was one of our better players that year. I don't really know what's happened to him since. He's sort of really struggling. It's his passing. It's his, just his all-round game. His crossing ability is not great. Again, with him, I don't think he's great going forward, and I don't think he's great defensively. He's better defensively than he is going forward, 100%. But I can't quite get over the fact that Amorim starts him every game and plays him for 90 minutes every game. He's playing the most minutes, bar Bruno Fernandes, in our squad at the minute. That can't be happening. That can't be happening because he's not good enough. He doesn't quite cut the mustard for me. Even though I said Mazraoui's obviously not a right wing back or wing back in general, I would be starting him over Dalot. You can see that Amorim's sort of fitting Dalot in anywhere he can at the minute. Whether it's Ahmad playing on the right, he'll shift Dalot over to the left. If Ahmad drops out the team, Dalot's back on the right. So for me at the minute, I wouldn't be playing Dalot this much. I wouldn't be playing him at all. I'd actually be selling him because I think there's not a better option. I think there is better options we could go out and get. Maybe another younger player to sort of work alongside Amad Diallo and Mazraoui and can play on maybe both sides at wing back. I think that's probably what one of his targets I think Amorim could be going in for in January or in the summer. Probably not January. I'd say it's more of a summer sign. I think he'll stick with Dalot for the season. He might stick with him forever. He is Portuguese at the end of the day, and he does seem to take a liking to him. I think he's like one of the leaders on the leadership team, Dalot, as well. So I do think he is high up on Ruben Amorim's plans and in terms of favourites as well. So, but if I'm being brutal, I would be selling Dalot because I don't think he is that good, and we need better players. Now, Lenny Yoro is crucial. He's crucial. A player of his age to be as good as he is, to be as dominant as he is, you don't see that. You don't see that very often. Again, we spent big bucks on him, didn't we? We spent like £50 million on him last season, which at the time I was buzzing about because we were beating Real Madrid to a big target that they wanted, and I was like, you don't normally win those races, especially Man United nowadays. You don't win those races, and we did. And you can see why Real Madrid wanted him, because he is phenomenal. Lenny Yoro is phenomenal. Again, he's still only young. He's still only 18, 19 years of age. He's still got plenty to improve on, but at the minute, he's fundamental to us. He's got to be one of those three centre-backs. He has to be in that team. Another player who has to be in this team is Matthijs de Ligt, but he's not crucial. He is our player of the season so far this year, and if anyone disagrees, you can do. I'll disagree with you on that disagreement, is what I'm going to say to you on that, because Matthijs de Ligt, I think, dare I say, he's probably the most underrated player in the Premier League at the minute. I think he is. The fact he doesn't get called up to the Dutch squad under Koeman or even Van Gaal, and when he does, he doesn't play. He comes on for like kid minutes at the end of games, 2-3 minutes at the end of games to see out a game. He is phenomenal. He's absolutely unbelievable, and I think he's been slept on by the wider Premier League fan base, or the wider fan base in general, over these last few years, especially this season. I think he's going under the radar. I think he's been the best centre-back this season in the Premier League. I really, really do. I think alongside maybe a Gabriel, I think you're looking at de Ligt as one of the best centre-backs in the league at the minute, at this current time, on form. Obviously, Van Dijk is up there, and Van Dijk is the best centre-back in the league. But on form, Matthijs de Ligt is definitely up there. And I was really happy when we signed him last year. Obviously, he didn't have the best of times last year. He struggled with injuries as well and just couldn't stay consistent. This year, he's played every game under Amorim so far in the league. Hope it continues because, yeah, he's a crucial part of our team, and he has been our player of the season so far. Harry Maguire, I think, fighting for the 11. I think he's probably battling with Matthijs de Ligt for that middle centre-back slot, and when Maguire comes in, obviously de Ligt can shift over to the right or the left. I think Harry Maguire is, again, a very, very underrated pro, not just as a footballer. What he's had to deal with over these last few years from our fan base and from other fan bases as well, it's hard. It's going to be hard for him, but he's coming to his own. The amount of goals he scores, the amount of times he saves us from difficult situations. I've got a lot of time for Harry Maguire. I really do. I think he's fighting for the 11. Again, he's like 31, 32 now. I think having him in and around the club, I'm more than happy to have him as a fourth choice centre-back, or, you know, the next backup in line after our back three, or even start a few games. Genuinely, I don't mind. I really like Harry Maguire. I wouldn't mind keeping hold of him. He'd have to probably drop his wages a little bit because he's probably on a lot of money a week. But yeah, I want to keep Maguire around the club 100%. Tyler Fredrickson hasn't really featured this season, so I'm probably going to say loan, because I think we have got a lot of centre-backs, especially when Martinez comes back. I think we'll be fine in that department. Luke Shaw, another player Ruben Amorim really likes. I'm going to say fighting for the 11, because I think when Martinez comes back, I think that is going to be an interesting little battle there. Will he start Shaw? Will he start Martinez on that left-hand side? It's clear he wants a left-sided centre-back every time we play. It's clear that's what Amorim wants, because Shaw came off on the weekend against Brighton. In comes Aidan Heaven straight away. I think he really favours having that left-footed option on that left side, and he has really, really liked Luke Shaw this season. I'm surprised Luke Shaw stayed fit all season, to be fair. I am really, really surprised, and he's actually been quite good. I think he has had a few iffy moments against Brentford, against City as well, but I think overall Luke Shaw's he's been impressive. He's been very, very impressive. I don't think he's got the ability to play in that wing-back role anymore. I don't think his legs can keep up. That's probably why he's been moved to sort of a left-sided centre-back. But yeah, Luke Shaw's fighting for the 11 for me, especially when Martinez comes back. I think that's going to be an interesting thing for Ruben Amorim. Aidan Heaven, I'd probably have a squad player at the minute. At the minute, technically, he's fighting for the 11 because it's him. He's the backup to Luke Shaw, isn't he, on that left side? But when Martinez comes back, Heaven will be a squad player and feature very rarely. Maybe need a loan move, because I think we'd probably dip into the market in the summer for another centre-back. So next season, maybe get Aidan Heaven, some first-team minutes. But at the minute, he's probably a squad player, maybe bordering on fighting for the 11 as well. Diego Leon, he's a squad player. He's been on the bench a few times. He's been playing with the 21s at the minute. He's technically our backup, isn't he? He's a Dorgu at the minute, but he's sort of playing Dallo on the left as well. So Dorgu's then become the backup, and Leon's then been frozen out of the squad. So it's an interesting one. Obviously, Malassi is back as well now. He doesn't feature on this because, again, he's only featured in one matchday squad. So I would say Diego Leon is a squad player. Again, maybe a loan move in January to get a bit of game time under his belt, but I'm happy with him. I'm happy of him being in and around the squad. With Malacia back now, I don't know what that means for him. Maybe a loan move probably is the best for him, but I'd say he's a squad player. Patrick Dorgu fighting for the 11 for me. He's not really nailed on that starting position. I think I would play him. I'd be playing in most games on that left-hand side. I think he just adds so much more going forward than the likes of Dallo out of position or anyone else that you're going to put there. I think Dorgu is the best we've got. He's still only young as well. I'd definitely be starting him, but at the minute, he is fighting for the 11. He's battling it out for the 11, and that's fine. At his age, he's playing a lot of football, isn't he, for Manchester United at his age, and I think he deserves it. I think he's come on a lot from last season as well. Now, this is an interesting one. Casemiro. For me, at this current time, Casemiro's crucial. He is crucial, and I never thought I'd be saying that after the last 2 years he's had. But he is. He's a crucial player for Manchester United at this current moment. I think the reason I say that is because we have got no defensive coverage. I mean, even at the minute in midfield, it's tough playing him and Bruno because the midfield's still always open. But if you take Casemiro, but literally anyone next to Bruno there, we are not the same team. We struggle defensively. We don't have that sort of cover in front of the defence. I think Casemiro's crucial in what he does at the minute. I think he's come on a lot in these last few years. I think he's back to being his best, especially the last few weeks against Liverpool and against Brighton specifically. He has been back to the best of Casemiro. We're seeing the best of him. And he's been good all season, to be fair. He's been an integral part of our team. It sounded like I was going to start crying. But yeah, it's clear to see Amorim really likes him. Obviously, it looked like he didn't at first, and he's sort of grown back into the team. I saw a little quote saying that he was behind Toby Collier in the pecking order at one point, and he was subbing Collier on before Casemiro in most games, and now Casemiro's battled his way back to the top, and he deserves to be there. He deserves to be starting. He's crucial for us. I'd be starting him most weeks. You can get a good hour out of Casemiro, and I think that's what you need. Get a good hour out of Casemiro, then you bring on someone else like a Mainu or Ugarte to help see it out. But that's all he's going to give you at the minute, and that's fine by me. I think he's crucial for us. Moving on to Ugarte, for me, I'd be looking to move him on in the summer. I'd keep him around this season because we don't have... I wouldn't be letting any midfielder go. I think we need to bring one in before we let any go. We probably need to bring two in, to be fair, because like I said, Casemiro, you get a good hour out of him, but then he's going to struggle for the rest of that. Ugarte, for me, I just don't rate him at all that much. I don't think he's an amazing footballer. He's sort of that rigid midfielder who'll get stuck into your tackles, but as where we are, as what I want from Manchester United, he can't be starting games. And when he comes on, he's ahead of Mainu in the pecking order. I get it because of the defensive cover, etc. United fans don't seem to like that. They want Mainu on a lot more. But you've got to understand Ugarte is more similar to Casemiro than Mainu is. That's what sort of Amorim's going for, isn't it? But I'd be looking to get a midfielder definitely in the summer. I'd keep Ugarte till the end of the year, and then I'd look to move him on. Kobbie Mainu fighting for the 11 for me. Again, if you asked me a few years ago, I'd be saying he's crucial for us. He's probably our player of the year a couple of years ago. He's just sort of out of favour at the minute. That's all we can really say. It's just in this formation, he's always going to struggle because he can't play in the midfield too. I don't think he's physical enough yet, and he can't play further up the pitch because we've got the likes of Mbeumo now, we've got the likes of Cunha now, we've got Mount, we've got Bruno who can play there, and he'll be next in command. Ahmad can play there as well. So there's not really a proper slot for Mainu, and you probably say he's that good. You build the team around him. You do anything you can to get Kobbie Mainu in the team, which I can sort of agree on, but in this current state of affairs at the minute, Kobbie Mainu doesn't get into our best 11. And that's sad to say because I love Mainu. I absolutely adore him. Maybe if Amorim wants to fiddle with systems at some point, and maybe... I think he's trying to get Mainu better, isn't he? To play in that sort of Casemiro role. He is trying to do that. And I think over the Christmas period, you will see a lot more of Kobbie Mainu. I think you'll see a lot more starts from him, especially in them December fixtures. So just hold on with Mainu for now. Because yeah, I think you're going to see a lot more of him this season, and again, we know the quality he has. We know what he's got in the locker, so just hold tight on him for now. Mason Mount fighting for the 11 again. You can join Kobbie Mainu next to him there because yeah, that's what he's doing at the minute. He's actually near enough been crucial. He was close to being crucial before he picked up that injury after the Liverpool game. He's been We know Mason Mount is loved by Ruben Amorim. Absolutely adored by Ruben Amorim. And I don't have any problem when Mason Mount starts games. If I see Mason Mount on the team sheet ahead of someone else, I'm not going to be like, oh, why is he starting Mount? I'm going to be buzzing with that. It's just his energy, the lot. He can bring so much to the game. I think his composure, the way he picks a long pass out, his threaded through balls are quite good. He sort of dictates the game as well. When you've got Bruno further back, you need someone like a Mason Mount from time to time to sort of dictate that game and spread the balls out wide. I think Mason Mount's been very, very good this year. I think he's had an underrated season as well. Bruno Fernandes. Now, at the start of the year, I'd be saying, you know what, he's probably fighting for the 11 because he's sort of playing in that role further back, not where he's used to be playing. But Bruno Fernandes is so crucial. He's arguably one of the most crucial players to any team in the world, because without Bruno Fernandes, I don't know what we do from time to time. He can have quiet games, he can sort of have bad games as well, but he's just... I take it back to the Brighton game again. Does any player in the world leave that ball? The way he was scanning his shoulders, Aiden Heaven intercepts it, and Burmo scores to make it 4-2. I'm on about the 4-2 goal right at the end. Bruno Fernandes, he's scanning his shoulders. He knows exactly where Burmo's going to make his run. And that dummy is world class. It's world class. And I'm not just saying he should stay in the team and he's crucial because of that. I think you see it from time to time with Bruno. He can be quiet most games and then right near the end of it, you need him. Like that against Brighton again. If he's not on the pitch, someone else would probably control that, take it away from Burmo. You never know, we could concede again, could draw the game. I'd like to think not. I'd like to think we're better than that. But Bruno Fernandes is a world-class player. He's probably our only world-class player. And I'm not saying that's no shame at any of the other players. I'm just saying it's so hard to be in that world-class category. And because he's done it over such a prolonged period, again, he's playing further back. It's probably not where he's wanting to play, but he'll do anything. He'll do anything for the club, and that's what I love about him. He's creeping up to being a club legend. I think if we won more trophies, if we won a Premier League, he would be a club legend. He would be. And Bruno Fernandes is definitely crucial for Manchester United. I think we've got quite a long list of crucial players because I think Ahmad's crucial as well, especially on that right hand side. That link he's got with Burmo at the minute, they formed quite a good partnership. I worry in January when AFCON comes around because both of those players, Burmo and Ahmad, will be going to that tournament. And that right hand side, next in line, you've got Dalot back, and then where else? Maybe Bruno plays in that further role, and maybe that's a spot for Mainu as well. Maybe that's how he gets into the team. But yeah, I worry when they go to AFCON because I think Ahmad offers so much on that right-hand side. I like how he has, and Amorim always loves having that left-footed player at right wing-back. His defensive cover's been great, Ahmad, as well. He battles back, doesn't he? He helps out the defence and tries to win the ball back. So his defensive game's certainly improved, and going forward, he's just a joke, isn't he? The ball's like glue stuck to his feet. Phenomenal player. Definitely crucial for us. So is Matheus Cunha. I think he's crucial for us at the minute. And you can actually put Burmo there as well. We can talk about both of them very quickly. And Burmo and Cunha, we knew at the start of the season they were going to be great signings. We absolutely knew that because you don't just get two of the top scorers and top assisters, whatever it is, from the league into your team and they become bad players. That's never going to happen. Obviously the minutes can sort of deplete because of how many players have got to play and they're coming to a better team, they're around better players, you could say. But these two are they're just unbelievable footballers, aren't they? It's just, I'm so used to seeing Garnacho miscontrol the ball or run it out of play or run straight into a man. And now the balls are just getting clipped over to these two. The touches, the little flicks they're doing, the dribbling techniques. It's like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm loving it. These last few weeks have been great to be a Man United fan. It's because of Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo. Matheus Cunha's last 20 minutes against Liverpool, unbelievable. Bryan Mbeumo's last few games, unbelievable. I think they've both had great seasons in general, but specifically these last 3 weeks, they've been great players to watch. Absolutely great players to watch. And again, Matheus Cunha only scored his first goal of the season on Saturday, but if you watch football, you know how well he's been and how well he's done for Man United so far this season. Bryan Mbeumo's obviously got more of the tallies up there, the more the goals, more assists, but I think they've both been just as good as each other, and I'm so happy to have them at my team. There's just a little shout out to you two because, yeah, I love you both. Come here. Come and sit with me. Joshua Zirkzee, I'd say squad player at the minute. He's not really getting as many minutes as he probably would like. I think he's pushing for a loan move. I think he likes being at the club, but he obviously wants to play more football. Again, it's a fact if we were still in the Cups, he'd be playing an awful lot more. I think when the FA Cup comes around, he'll be playing more again. Again, festive period comes around, he'll be playing more again. So he's just got to hold tight, Joshua Zirkzee. But at the minute, I'd say he's a squad player. And then Benjamin Sesko, I'd say fighting for the 11 at the minute. I was going to say crucial, but I think we've seen it against Liverpool. He didn't start. We started Cunha up front instead. So he's not absolutely crucial to our game. I'd like to see him be played every game because I think when you bring a striker in like that, you've got to just keep playing him. You've got to keep feeding him the balls, creating chances for your striker and letting him score the goals. Obviously, he didn't score against Brighton, but I think if you watch his overall game, very, very good. A few of the touches, he was holding off the defenders, a few little flicks, the assist from Burmo for that third goal, very, very good. So it's still early days for Sesko. I really like him. Yeah, I think he's fighting for the 11. I think he's so close to being crucial, but I don't think he's just quite there yet. But I think he will get there 100%. And that concludes my list. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'm intrigued. Let me know. Like I said, I'm on a content grind at the minute. The videos will be coming thick and fast, so make sure you turn the notification bell on so you don't miss a video. And I'll see you all in the next one.